welcome back to the Beach Bum Bookworm. I am Tiffany. I'm so glad y'all found me again today. My channel's all about cozy mysteries and romance books, and today a wrap up of the 22 new series I wanted to start in 2022. Now, full disclosure, I need to do a whole separate video of the other new series that I started besides these in 2022. I am holding myself completely accountable, so you will see that video next week. But these are the 22 that I had planned to start. How did I do? How did you do on yours? Did you make a list of new series you wanted to start? Let me know. Let me know if you've tried any of these, your favorites, anything else that you want to talk about with Cozies. Down in the comments is the place to do it. On your way down to comment, don't forget to stop, hit the subscription and the notification bell. Notification bell is going to tell you when I put out new videos each and every single week so you don't miss anything. And the subscription keeps my channel growing, which I can't thank you enough because I'm having so much fun. Ugh, I just love talking about cozies, and you guys give me the platform to do so I can't thank you enough. All right, let's get to it. The 22 new series that I had planned on starting in 2022. 3, 2, 1, go! All right, before we get into this list, let's talk announcements. We have reading sprints on Monday, Storm's channel, 7 p.m. Eastern. That's Storm from Storm Read. Storm and Lee switch off, Lee from Dark Roots Creations, switch off weeks. They are both phenomenal. They both read a variety of books. You need to go subscribe. On Thursdays, we have reading sprints on Sarah from the Bookish Knitters channel. She is amazing. Go subscribe to her. And then on Saturday, we have the Killing Time with Cozies group. This Saturday coming up is a scavenger hunt bake. It is unique jobs. So whatever you think is a unique job, come tell us about the book. It does not have to be a cozy. We are a cozy mystery group, so I do encourage it. But by no means do you have to read a cozy to join us. Even if you didn't read a book that is not unique, that it has a unique job, come join us. We still do reading sprints. We laugh, we chat, we read. Everyone is welcome. All right, so... Oh, I do want to just start saying, so I get in the habit, after this month, so after the last Saturday of this month, we're going to switch the Killing Time with Cozies lives to Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern. So I'll try to say that for the next few weeks. Again, so the first week in February, instead of a Saturday, it'll be a Sunday live for the Killing Time with Cozies, 5 p.m. Eastern. Okay, now let's get into this list. I'm excited. So as we're getting started, I just want to say this isn't in any order. This is just the order I wrote them down in. It's not the order I read, anything like that. This is just the 22 series I wanted to start, whether I did, how many I read. Let's get to it. The first one is the Food Bloggers series. This is by Amy Persian. The first book is called A Side of Murder. I read book number 1, so check. And I do want to continue. This is set in Massachusetts. It features foodie and chef Samantha Barnes. Sam inherits her great aunt Ida's house on the Cape and lands a job writing restaurant reviews. Again, really enjoyed it. Gave it 3 cups of coffee. Will definitely continue. So the next one is the Silver Six Crafting series. This is by Nancy Haddock. The first book is called Basket Case. And I did read book 1. Check. This is set in Arkansas. It features Miss Sherry May Stanton Cutler and her housemates, who are a crafty group of retirees who have dubbed themselves the Silver Six. I was so excited for this. I gave it 3 cups of coffee. I thought I would like it more than I did, but I think that was my own expectations and what I had built up in my head because I love books about like retirees or elderly main characters, so I was so excited. I have been told that the second book is better, and so I'm definitely ready to give the next one a shot. The next book was the Italian Kitchen Cozy Mystery series. Book number 1 is called Murder in Marinara. This is by Rosie Genova, and I did not start it. Wah, wah. Let me tell you about it though, because I still really want to start it. It's just, it was only available on ebook and I just could not get to it. It features, our main character is Victoria. She is a mystery author who moves back home to work in her family's Italian restaurant in New Jersey. Now, I love big family restaurant cozies, which is what's drawn me into this, and I'm still so excited to try it, and it is definitely kind of one that I want to slip into this year. Next up is the Finn Family Farm Cozy Mystery series. Book 1 is called Dead on the Vine. This is by L. Brooke White, and I did read the first in the series, so check. I probably won't read any more in this series. It just wasn't for me. I think that this has a very big audience, and I know people who really enjoy this series. It just wasn't my cup of tea. Next up is the Berry Basket series. Book number 1 is called Dying for Strawberries. This is by Sharon Farrow. Did I read and start this series? Yes, I did. I read the first one. Was this one of my favorite new cozy mystery series of 2022? Why, yes, it was. This features Marley Jacob, who owns a berry shop. This is at takes place on Lake Michigan, and it is just so cozy. I loved everything about it. So the berry shop is anything you can think of berry chapstick, berry candles, berry potpourri, strawberry, that's a type of berry. I meant berry jam, berry salsas, anything you can think of and put berry flavored scent or whatever she has in her shop. And I can't wait to get to the next one. Next up is the Trouble in Paradise series. This is by Carrie Doyle. Book 1 is called It Takes Two to Mango. Did I read this? Did I start this series? Yes, I did. I actually ended up DNFing the first book, which I hardly ever DNF. But let me tell you, it's set in the Caribbean, so I was so excited for a Caribbean cozy. I love the cover, and the cover is amazing. It features our main character, Plum Lockhart, who was a travel magazine writer or editor, and her position is eliminated, and she decides she's sick of cold winters in New York City and moves to the Caribbean island to be like a villa broker. I was like, yes, I love everything about this premise, and I just really disliked the main character. To the point where I just no longer was invested, no longer really cared what happened, and I just wanted to be done, so I DNF'd it. However, I will say some people that I trust said that she gets better, so I might be willing to go back and try it again and then continue the series, because the idea of a Caribbean cozy, I think that the covers are adorable, and I think the titles are phenomenal. I might give it another shot. Let me know if you've read it. Should I give it another shot? I really want to like it because of the premise. So yeah, let me know. The next series is the Cruise Ship series by Hope Callahan. Did I start it? Yes, I did. Check. I read the first 2. The first book is called Starboard Secrets, and this features Millie. Millie's husband of 35 years left her, and she decides she wants a total change in her life. So she applies for a position on a cruise ship, and she gets it as assistant activities director. And that's where the story takes off, and it is so fun. I enjoyed both books. Can't wait to get to the next one. Next up is the Classic Diners series by Jessica Beck. Did I start this series? Yes, I did. The first book is called A Chilly Death. I gave it 4 cups of coffee. It was absolutely great. It was so fun. It is definitely classic diner vibes, which I love a good diner cozy. It featured a husband and wife team named Victoria and Greg. They own the charming Moose Diner. It takes place in North Carolina, and I just can't wait to get to the second one in this series. Next up is the Movie Club Cozy Mystery series. First book is called Dial P for Poison. This is by Zara Keene. Did I start this series? No, I did not. Do I still want to? Yes, I do. The main character is Maggie. It says that she gives her cheating ex and crumbling career in San Francisco as a PD the boot and moves to the Wild West of Ireland. And it was a movie club cozy. So all of those things together, and I was like, oh yes, I've got to try this. I just didn't get to it. Next up is the Myrtle Clover Cozy Mystery series. This is by Elizabeth Spann Craig. Did I start this series? Yes, I did. Check. I read the first one. It is called Pretty Is As Pretty Dies. Myrtle is our main character. She's a retired teacher. This takes place in North Carolina, and I loved it. I gave it 4 cups of coffee, and I can't wait to get to the next one. It was so cozy. I loved the main character. I really enjoyed it. Next up is the Jane Austen series. This is by Laura Levine. Did I try this series? If you've seen any of my videos, you know I did. Check. I read books 1 through 17. And the only reason I didn't read 18 and 19 is because they aren't out on audio yet. I absolutely love this series. The first book is called This Pen for Hire. It takes place in Los Angeles. It features Jane Austen. She owns a writing service called This Pen for Hire. She will write anything you pay her to write, basically. Jingles, brochures, resumes, books, personal ads, whatever you want that you will pay her to write, she will do. This features her cat Prozac, who is written so well that I just can't tell you how much I enjoy the writing in this. The humor is not for everybody. I completely understand that. It also features her mom and dad. They have moved to Florida in retirement, and they email her, mom and dad separately email her, and it is so funny. I love it. It's really great. Next up is the Beachfront Bakery series. Did I try this series? Yes, I did. I started it. Books 1 and 2 I read. This is by Fiona Grace. The first book is called A Killer Cupcake. This features our main character, Allison. So at the beginning of this book, it was really interesting because a lot of cozies, we see the main character has moved back to her hometown, and she's telling us about, I moved back because, you know, my relationship ended, my job ended, whatever has happened. And this one, we kind of see all of that fall apart, like as we're reading, which I thought was so interesting and a lot of fun as a reader, probably, and after everything kind of falls apart around her, she gets the opportunity to buy this beachfront bakery, and that's where the story takes off, and I loved it. I gave the first one 5 cups of coffee, and I gave the second one, I think, 4. I can't wait to get to the next one. Next up was the Blossom Valley Cozy Mystery Series. This is by Stacy McLaughlin, and I did not get it started. The first book is called Organic. Going Organic Can Kill You. It is set in California. It features Dana Lewis, who's in charge of marketing at the O'Connell Organic Farm and Spa. I still really want to get to this. It just sounds so fun. And I love farm cozies, so I will be checking it out. Next up is the Southern Chocolate series by Dorothy St. James. Did I start this series? Why, yes, I did. I read the first one. The book is called Asking for Truffle. The main character is Charity Penn. This is in a beach town in South Carolina, and I don't think I will continue. I love culinary bakery cozies, are some of my favorites. This book just hit differently for me. It just didn't work for me. I know a lot of people who really enjoy this series, so make sure you still check it out, especially if you love bakery cozies or chocolate cozies. Next up is the Spice Shop series by Gail Aust. The first book is called Rosemary and Crime right here, and I did not start it. I just didn't get to it. Our main character is Piper Prescott. She owns Spice It Up Spice Shop in Georgia, and I still really want to try this. And the last series was the Lobster Shack series by Sherry Randall. Did I try it? Yes, I did. I read book 1. I'm hoping to get to a couple more because this is a Malice author. So the first book is called Curses Boiled Again. I gave it 4 cups of coffee, really enjoyed it. Our main character is Allie. She is an ex-ballet dancer who works at her aunt's Lobster Shack in Connecticut. I loved everything about it. Again, I'm a fan of like restaurant family cozies, so it was right up my alley. Let me know what your favorite new series that you started was. Did you have a list of new series you wanted to start? How did you do? I think overall, I was successful. All right, everyone, give me a big thumbs up for this video. And until next time, may all your future reads be 5 stars. Bye, everybody.